Life often feels like a cycle we can't escape. We try harder, we push more, yet the same problems return in the case of health, relationships, or money. But what if the struggles you face are not just about today? What if they are rooted in your karma, in the imprints carried from past lives, present life choices, and even the beliefs you hold consciously? Karma is not just about what we do, it is about what we think, what we believe, and the intentions we carry. Everything becomes karma. Sometimes karma brings us joy, but often it brings suffering also. And the beautiful part, karma can also be released. And that's why we are here to understand how it can be done and what are the beautiful results we are going to get. Let me share with you why I do this work. My name is Nitu Pandorwala. I am a psychotherapist, emotional wellness coach, and a karmic healer. I actually practice a lot of modalities, but I am a master karmic healer. I help people like you uncover the hidden karmic roots of your struggles so that you can release them and step into a life of freedom, peace, and abundance. And the reason I am so passionate about this is because I have been through my own deep suffering and transformation. My struggles began very early. At the age of 3, I was diagnosed with filaria, a rigorous journey to recovery with 90 injections. I did recover, thanks to my parents who realized it very early. Later, at the age of around 14, I fractured my toe while cycling. Did not tell my mother. And it healed in the way it shouldn't have. I still have the fracture with me. I underwent surgeries on and off for different various reasons. I had prolapses in my spine, but still I chose strength over everything. I just smiled through it. I just accepted what was going on. Life continued with surgeries and health issues until one day a life-altering accident left me paralyzed below my neck. Doctors told me I would never be able to walk again. I was an aerobics instructor. I was a tuition teacher, and that was the most difficult moment of my life. Suddenly, I could not even move a finger. This stillness became my awakening. I understood what is my soul journey, soul path. I turned to Reiki, I turned to all the healing modalities, I turned to karmic healing. And that's when I realized something life-changing. Everything I had suffered, my illnesses, my surgeries, my accident, and my challenges, it was nothing random. It was all connected to my past life karmas, my childhood traumas, and something what I had absorbed from my lineage. And honestly, those karmas were not so good. The past life karmas were not so good. But once I began releasing them, my recovery became much faster, my emotions lighter, and my mind became so clear. That was my true awakening. Now, healing is not only about treating the body. It is about uncovering karmic imprints and letting them go. Letting them just transmute into the universal energy. And that realization transformed my life. It made me who I am today, a healer, dedicated to helping others, releasing what holds them back, and just like I did, healing others, making their lives better. So have you ever experienced a certain pattern repeat in your life? A loop repeat in your life? Loop in the sense, certain events repeat, like losing a job, कोई नुकसान होना, ऐसे कोई भी लूप्स जो पैटर्न्स है एवरी 5 years 3 years या किसी तरीके से लोग आपकी जिंदगी से निकल जाना, ये जो भी पैटर्न्स है कहीं ना कहीं आपके कर्मों से जुड़े हो सकते हैं. अब तक आपको शायद लग रहा है कि ये क्यों हो रहा है, बट कहीं ना कहीं बट कर्म सिर्फ आपके पर्सनल नहीं हो सकते, इस लाइफ के नहीं हो सकते हैं, ये आपके पिछले लाइफ के हो सकते हैं, आपके एंसेस्टर्स के लाइफ से हो सकते हैं जुड़े हुए. सो डू नॉट just think that what I did has come back to me. But now the good news is we can release these patterns, these loops through karma healing. Let us understand how the sufferings can be taken care of and our life can be made better. So there was a time when one of my clients, I don't want to reveal her name, she came to me. She was struggling with her mother's relationship and also her business. Her mother and she often used to end up fighting, and she always felt being stuck somewhere with her business. And when I got the revelations regard to what was wrong, there was a huge karmic burden they were carrying with each other. After doing the karmic healing, overnight, within 15 days, this girl calls me. My business has picked up so well. Now I don't have time to eat also. And to my bigger surprise, she called me that we are getting better. And she also planned the trip with her mother. And there were no fights. She was astonished. The relationship, which was so bitter for so long, she was almost 35 to 40 years of age. After so many years, today finally she has a cordial relationship with her mother. Her business, maybe the blocks were also coming from this relationship, which started becoming better. So you never know what karmic releases can give what kind of good results to you. This is how a karmic result makes your life better. I also want to share one more story with you. One of my clients who had gone abroad for studies, he had saved some money for his education, and he was promised a good internship. He was promised a 6-month scholarship, and he was very happily went there. And once he landed, every month he was told that there are no funds with the college, hence he is not receiving the scholarship, and all his savings started exhausting back home. That's when he came to me and he's like, if I could be some help. And of course, after doing his karmic healing, whatever revelations I got, the blocks were coming from his childhood beliefs, which he had absorbed from some experiences, and also one or two of his karmic journeys, which we released, we rescripted, and the healings I sent. Within 3 weeks, he calls me that I have received an email. They had promised me a scholarship of 6 months, which was rejected. But suddenly today I receive a mail that they have received enough fund to give me a scholarship for a year, complete year. And later, after 2 to 3 months, he also got an internship. So his life started falling in place a best way, and he started getting a grip on his life. And today, after 3 years, he always keeps thanking me. So these feelings, this beautiful feelings always makes me feel nice about being a healer. So there was one more I would want to share. So many stories of healing, what I have done and made lives better. There's very interesting person who came to me telling me that I feel very helpless. Neither my parents talk to me properly. They're not ready to give me a part of their property which belongs to me as a daughter. My brother's wives, they don't treat me well. And I said, let's take this as a challenge. She was somebody who never believed in healings, but she just approached, because that was the last thing she wanted to try. And it was not a surprise to me. I always believed in the miracles. But within almost 2 months, she approaches me that yes, my parents are talking nicely. They are thinking, and they have already in words to take this ahead that we need to give some part of our property to the daughter. And second thing which came was very unusual. Her brother, who was not talking to her, started talking to her. Not only that, on personal level, this lady who was a housewife, she started working. She got the strength back to think for herself. So karmic releases come up with very beautiful results. At times we don't think, she was only thinking about maybe a mutual cordial relationship, but what all she gained out of this release was amazing. Her belief became stronger, and now she, of course, 100% believes, and on and off reaches me whenever she feels stuck somewhere, and it just adds on so much energy to me. ऐसे कुछ लोग हैं जिन्होंने कर्मा हीलिंग करके ये सब चीज़ें रिलीज करके अपनी ज़िंदगी बेटर बनाई हैं. So maybe you too feel stuck in loops you cannot explain. Maybe patterns in your health, relationships, or blocks regards to your money and personal success. Healing is possible. When we open ourselves to understanding our karmic journey, we no longer run from suffering. We learn and run from understanding. We learn from it to release it and finally step into peace. If you feel this calling, I invite you to connect with me and my team for a clarity call. Together, we will uncover what is truly holding you back and guide you towards freedom, a beautiful life ahead. I am Nitu Pandorwala, and this is Universe of Cosmic Healing. Happy healings and happy good life to you all. Your soul is calling. Are you ready to answer?